So this is the second kind of product which has actually been converted from the milk, और इसको you all know, इसको हम लोग महीने 2 महीने भी स्टोर कर सकते हैं, 6 महीने भी स्टोर कर सकते हैं. So this is again a conversion of milk into another product, butter. The good thing is that we don't have to discuss much in detail about the butter in this chapter. I want you all to know that there are two types of butter. हमारे पास जो butter होता है दो टाइप का होता है. One which is called as the cultured butter. So one which is cultured and other which is called as the sweet cream. So we have two kind of butter. तो वो जो मम्मी घर पे बनाती है that is also called as butter. You all know when the milk cools down तो उसके ऊपर मलाई फॉर्म होता है. So that is nothing but the sweet cream. That is the sweet cream which is homemade. And when I'm talking about the cultured butter, so this you all can see in the image, Amul and all those are cultured butter. They are being converted into butter by adding of the lactobacillus into the milk. And there is a procedure which you all don't have to know. So good thing is you don't have to understand about the procedure of forming the butter. So sweet cream is the butter which is made at home, that is the cream, and the cultured one which is made at the industrial level. So this is all about the butter that you all have in your syllabus. आगे बढ़े. So I hope you all know that Shilpa Shetty is the brand ambassador of the Yakult Probiotics. एडवर्टीजमेंट तो तुम लोग ने इसका देखा ही रहेगा. So if you all see इसमें Yakult probiotic लिखा है. So again I want to say probiotic is made out of milk. So I say that the Shilpa Shetty is not doing the advertisement of milk but something which is formed out of milk. So I want to understand what this probiotic exactly is. Can anyone tell me the meaning of probiotic? So we have to understand the meaning of the probiotics. So it is formed out of the two word. See, understand, pro and biotics. So नाम से ही हम लोग को पता चल जाता है कि इसका काम क्या है. So it has got some life. That is why biotics. मतलब वो ड्रिंक में कुछ लाइफ है. Which are pro, मतलब as it gets into our intestine, it becomes very active. So probiotic might be a kind of drink which contains, pro means active and biotic means bacteria. So it contains active bacteria which on entering our intestine becomes even more active. So फर्स्ट थिंग आई वॉन्ट टू टेल यू ऑल इज हमारा जो इंटेस्टाइन होता है, इंटेस्टाइन में वी हार्बर अ लॉट ऑफ बैक्टीरिया. सो मेनी बैक्टीरियाज आर प्रेजेंट इन आवर इंटेस्टाइन विच वी कॉल एज good bacteria. So I hope you all have seen in the advertisement that they do advertisement that probiotics increases the colony of the good bacteria in our intestine. Can anyone tell me what are the good bacteria? So let me first of all classify the bacteria according to humans. So we have two set of bacteria. एक जिसको हम बोलते हैं good bacteria और दूसरा जिसको हम बोलते हैं bad bacteria. So why am I considering any bacteria as bad? Because if it enters my stomach, if it enters my intestine, so it will damage the intestine or it will cause constipations, diarrhea, vomiting. So the bad bacteria, if I give the example of it, so it is Clostridium. So Clostridium, very common example for you all. Clostridium bacteria जो होता है, it is considered as a bad bacteria because we don't need it. But what we are going to discuss more about is the good bacteria. So if I try to give you all the example of the good bacteria, तो अभी हमने lactobacillus, streptococcus सबका नाम पढ़ा which is used for the formation of the different products. So I can call them as the good bacteria. But understand, I am giving you few terms which is easy for you all to remember. So it is lactobacillus. I'll remove the slide and write it again. So we are discussing about the good bacteria. So पहला वाला मैं बोल रहा हूँ कि है lactobacillus. So lactobacillus में ये जो मैं नया lactobacillus लेके आ रहा हूँ उसका नाम है lactobacillus acidophilus. So this lactobacillus acidophilus is very good for our intestine. ये हमारे intestine के लिए बहुत अच्छा रहता है. And then second one that I say is lactobacillus, again a kind of lactobacillus. So this is lactobacillus KC. So we have lactobacillus KC. एंड देन फाइनली द थर्ड वन, वी हैव मेनी गुड बैक्टीरियाज, पर हम लोग 3 बात कर रहे हैं. द थर्ड वन वुड बी द bifidobacterium. It is named as the bifidobacterium bifidum. इसका नाम ऐसा है, बिफिडोबैक्टीरियम बिफिडम. यू ऑल डोंट हैव एनी ऑप्शन, बट देन लिटरली यू ऑल हैव टू मेमोराइज दिस, बिकॉज ये ऐसा है कि तीनों नाम एज इट इज याद करना है. एंड दीज आर द गुड बैक्टीरियाज विच आर प्रेजेंट इन अ प्रोबायोटिक. दिस इज ऑल्सो गिवन इन योर टेक्स्ट बुक. तो हमको याद करना है दैट द प्रोबायोटिक ड्रिंक हैज गॉट द एक्टिव बैक्टीरियल कॉलोनीज ऑफ द लैक्टोबैसिलस एसिडोफिलस, Lactobacillus casei, Bifidobacterium bifidum. चलो, I will give you a shortcut to remember it so that things become easy. So it is LALCBB, यानी कि मैं इसको क्या बोल सकता हूँ, ला लस्सी बीबी. So it is a shortcut just to remember. So it is ला लस्सी बीबी. So what I want to say about the probiotic drink, it is that because it contains the good bacteria. Good bacteria मतलब जो हमारे intestine में which harbors मतलब रुक जाता है किधर, in our intestine. And why am I referring this as good bacteria? Because it helps in breaking of food material. हम जो complex food खा रहे हैं उसको break करने में ये help कर रहा है. That is why our digestion becomes good. So good bacteria actually enhances our digestion. क्यों? क्योंकि ये bacteria food को break करते हैं. Let me tell you, ये bacteria food break क्यों करते हैं? For their own utilization. तो जैसे मैंने कुछ खाना खाया तो ये बैक्टीरिया उसको ब्रेक करेंगे, बट हमारा बॉडी उसको फटाफट अब्सॉर्ब कर लेता है. सो दे आर ब्रेकिंग इट फॉर देयर हेल्प, बट इनडायरेक्टली हमको भी ब्रेक करके प्रोवाइड कर दे रहे हैं. सो दैट इज व्हाई आई एम रेफरिंग दिस प्रोबायोटिक और द बैक्टीरिया, दोस 3 स्ट्रेन्स एज द गुड बैक्टीरियाज. So they maintain the balance of intestinal microorganism. और इनका अगर पॉपुलेशन ये तीनों का इंक्रीज होगा तो उसकी वजह से हमारा स्टमक या फिर हमारा इंटेस्टाइन का कंडीशन भी हेल्दी होता जाएगा. सो दिस इज ऑल दैट आई वांटेड टू टॉक अबाउट द probiotics. And the probiotics are, there are various products of the probiotic. This you all have to remember कि probiotic योगर्ट होता है. हमने देखा कि योगर्ट में भी हमने बैक्टीरिया ऐड किया, so yogurt can be called as a probiotic. Then we have kefir. You all go Google it out what is kefir, you will come to know. Then we have next thing is we call it as a sauerkraut, that is SAUER. So we have sauerkraut which is again प्रोबायोटिक, मतलब इसके अंदर भी बैक्टीरिया रहेगा. ये sauerkraut कुछ नहीं है, अचार है. दिस इज कॉल्ड एज द पिकल ऑल्सो. सो दीज आर द वेरियस थिंग्स. Then we have dark chocolate. Yes, dark chocolate is also formed from the some bacteria. We have some soups which are the source of the bacteria. Then we have some syrup, and various examples are given for you all in your book, so you all have to read. These are the sources of the good bacteria. So this, if eaten, increases the health of our intestine. So the probiotics, I hope you all know that this increases the health of our intestine. Alimentary canal में जो है microbes का health अच्छा कर देता है. And then useful microbes become. एक बात समझना पड़ेगा कि हम लोग को ये प्रोबायोटिक, मैं तुम लोग को बताता हूँ कि you all should drink this probiotic. ये जो प्रोबायोटिक का ड्रिंक होता है, छोटा छोटा सा बॉटल आता है कुछ 12 to 14 रुपीज का. So you should have this 2 bottles in every 15 days. हर 15 दिन में 2 बॉटल पी लेना चाहिए. बट देन जैन दे अवॉइड दिस थिंग, सो बिकॉज it contains life. So I cannot argue on that. But probiotic is good for intestine. So if you all want to have, you can have the 2 bottles in every 15 days. Let me give you example. You all know कि जब कोई बीमार होता है, जब कोई दवा खा रहा है, so there is a common thing which is called as vomiting. If a person is weak or a person is sick, so vomiting, and there is no tendency of eating food. The person does not feel hungry. जो है उसको भूख नहीं लगता है, and even if he eats, he vomits out. So what can you all suggest? Why is this happening during fever? हो क्या रहा है कि जैसे कोई अगर एक बीमार है, सो आई नो दैट पर्सन इज टेकिंग मेडिसिन विच इज एंटीबायोटिक्स. तो एंटीबायोटिक इज अ मेडिसिन विच किल्स द हार्मफुल बैक्टीरिया इन आवर बॉडी। सो एंटीबायोटिक क्या कर रहा है, हमारे बॉडी के हार्मफुल बैक्टीरियाज को जिसके वजह से हम बीमार है उसको मार रहा है। बट एट द सेम टाइम वी शुड नॉट फॉरगेट दैट देयर आर सम बैक्टीरियाज इन आवर